It is I, Epic Couchies, the Mad Villager. I'm back with another episode of Starcraft 2 Legacy of the Void Absurd Strategies. This is a Starcraft series where I showcase the most ridiculous ways to win against AIs or players in Starcraft ever conceivable. So if you have any suggestions for strategies you want to see me try out, please leave those in the comments. I read all the comments and I need some more ideas. This one is titled My Life for Char, and hopefully after I explain it a bit that will make some sense. Basically, as several of you know, I am a lot better at playing Protoss than I am playing Zerg. And I was thinking, what's a way that I can level the playing field when I'm playing Zerg against an AI? And I discovered in a match I was playing with a friend that the Zerg infestors can actually mind control enemy workers and build with them. So we're going to play a Zerg versus Protoss match, and we will mind control a probe and build a Protoss army, thus my life for Char. So let me set up that match right now, and we'll go right into it. So here's what we have. I am playing on Ruins of Indeon. This is just because that's the map I arbitrarily chose to practice on to figure out the strategy. We are against an easy Protoss AI. It can be done with harder AIs, but it drags it out really long and it's kind of pointless. And so I just want to be able to show the strategy quickly, efficiently, and actually succeed so that you can see what it's like. And then obviously it's expandable with more practice and more timing that's proper to do with against harder AIs and probably against players. So I'm going to start this match. So the first thing you want to do is, hang on, give me a second. There we go. I accidentally changed the game speed. I think that's the hotkeys I have for start and stop recording. Anyways, the first thing you want to do is put down an extractor, and then wait until you're not building any workers. Wait until you have enough to build a spawning pool. That's the next step. I'm going to try to explain every step as I do it, but it's kind of difficult. There's a lot of different things that I've practiced and work, and then you also want to fill this guy up with workers, so it's fully collecting. Anyways, there's a lot of steps, and trying to remember how to do it all is kind of tough, while I'm also trying to do it at the same time. Then you're going to take your Overlord and move it over to this spot on the map. On this particular map, this works. It just needs to be the path that you would take as a worker. Just one worker going over the scout, where in the middle of the map, so that you have a heads up. Because one of the things that I ran into in this match is basically the problem I had, you can build some more workers around here, was that how do we get a worker to actually infest / mind control? And what I realized is they always send a worker at 4 minutes 30 seconds, at least in the first few AI levels. Okay, so when that's up, you're going to build a lair. That's the next step. And basically, what I realized is since they send this worker, we're going to build a wall. We're going to put a hatchery right here, an evolution chamber right here, and the worker's going to come up the ramp, and we'll build a second evolution chamber to block it so it can't get back out. And then all we have to do is build our infestor, build a nexus over here, and we've got a Protoss base. We should be able to do this while only building about 4 Zerg army units, and then the whole rest of it will be Protoss armies. So we're also going to build our hatchery now. So another thing to keep track of when you're building this wall is, if you can see, you have to fully cover it up so that there's no walkway space between that. I'll show you a little more details on that in a second. There's a few things you have to keep track of when you're doing that. So you can just keep building workers as long as you have the wall set up. You can be a little slow with everything else, as long as you can catch the worker by 4 minutes and 30 seconds. And this worker, this guy over here, is just so we know when the worker's coming, so we get a little bit of a heads up. We don't forget that it's there. Okay, we're going to build an infestation pit, because we need that to build our infestors, and we're just waiting for this thing now. Another thing that is useful is you need to take a worker at about 4 minute mark and send him down here, and we'll hopefully remember to do that so that you can expand. Because we're blocking this whole thing off, we need something on this side of the wall, or else we can't collect more resources. So we're going to add a second extractor. Also, don't build the queen, because it will kill the worker as it comes up. So we're building a second extractor so we can get enough gas to build infestors and stuff. Right as this infestation pit comes up, we're using neural parasite so that we can infest stuff. And yeah, we're doing pretty good so far, I think. Everything is on track. That's all good. And this expands the creep. Oh yeah, this is here so we can get creep here. We have to have the creep to build a wall. let me show you something else about how it works. So this placement will not actually block them coming on the top left. You have to have 2 tiles that are fully blocked in order for it to work. And in this case, we're actually going to go over all 3, because I'll show you the other infestation pits, or evolution chamber is going to go right here. And then the worker will be stuck. So we'll put that guy. Give him a control number. And send this guy down here. Okay, so we need infestors. We'll build an infestor. And let's take... Oops, that's not what I want. I want 3. There. So let's fill this up, and here comes the worker, as you can see. So we're going to wait for him. Holding this position, we really can't miss it. If you miss it, you're basically stuck, because then you didn't miss the worker, and you can't do the strategy. Of course, you can probably still win against an easy AI. You just build some actual units, but we're cheating, basically. There we go. So now we've got our probe in the base. He will just wander around aimlessly. It's kind of funny what they do. And there's that. And as soon as this guy has 100 energy and we have 400 minerals, then we will have a nexus as well. Now, the next thing, you have to have units to defend. So we're actually going to build some swarm hosts, because they will not automatically kill the probe. And they're actually really powerful. I was really surprised when I was testing stuff how powerful these guys are. And so we'll also probably want the burrow ability to go with them. And then this thing, we're going to move up, so we can hopefully see the army as it comes, but not lose the overlord, because that's inconvenient. And then we can build infantry down there. This is enough to defend against the first attack wave as easy. You need like 6 of these if you're going to do it against a medium AI. But we're just easy, so that's all we need. Then we wait till this guy has 100 energy. He's at 88. And when that happens, we'll just build our nexus over here, and we'll basically have won the game, because you just build tons of zealots, rush them. You're all good. Oh, that's my sister screaming. I don't know if you can hear it or not. Put those things down there. Now, don't lose this wall. That's actually the most critical thing, is you can't lose the wall until you build the nexus. Oh, here we go. Give me this. And put the nexus down. We don't need this guy anymore. He's done his work. We have a nexus. Now I guess he can just hang out still, I guess.
Metamorphosis complete.
So now we've done this with 3 army units. As long as these guys, which should be enough, can defend. I think we can. We've done this with 3 Zerg army units. Well, that's weird. He's just like embedded in the cliff. That's weird. Anyways. Okay, that's good. We need workers still. So that's really important to remember. Now we need money in order to fund our Protoss army that we will build shortly. And we can build queens now. Actually, we're gonna probably let the AIs blow up one of these structures, this one, so that we can remove some of the creep and build up here. Now that we don't need this hatchery anymore, I guess that's the point. And I'm gonna build 2 more, just 1 more, I guess. Swarm hosts, just, you know, in case. I'm a little, don't wanna do something. There we go. Ooh, lots of supply from that. We can now start building. Probably only need like 2 probes. And from this on, you now have a Protoss game. Mostly. Which is something I'm much more comfortable with than playing Zerg. Especially since you get the Zerg income with the cheap expands. Uh-oh. Back off. That's all good. That's fine and dandy. Yeah. That's gonna deal with, hopefully, the stalker. Nope, of course not. Okay, once when these guys regenerate, we're fine. But let's build these gateways.
The hive cluster is under attack.
Yeah, sure, kill this thing. Did the stalker die? I don't know. I don't know if he died or not. Hurry up. Yeah, kill the guy. Yeah, these are actually really bad against these things because they're light and they do extra damage, which is light. But that should be enough. There we go. See, that's enough to defend. You didn't even lose any units except the queen that was down here. Poor guy. Or girl, I guess. Yeah, let's attack this now. We don't need this anymore. And we have... Where did the probe go? Should have a probe. Where, oh, here he is. I just totally blanked on him. Alright, let's build the cybernetics core and get the zealots. Dang it. Well, I guess the zealots can finish it off. These will stay here to defend. So now we're basically just collecting resources and building a Protoss army and then running in and killing them. Hopefully pretty easy. Now there's one more fun thing we can do. I'll do that later, but we can build a Nidus network, and actually use it to transport our Protoss units across the board. It's amazing. I'm kind of rambling a little bit, but here we go. We've got that, now we can just start building these things. Let's head down here. Take our probe command control key. And we just need, you know, some non-creepified space to build. And we'll just put some gateways over here. Probably good. We've got the warp gate started, and then we will have many gateways. Am I stuck? Get out of here. I don't like it when they do that. It's great. Okay, attack that. Doing our hotkeys like we're playing a Protoss match, and now we can just set up a bunch more gateways. That is 11 gateways. Let's make it 12. Nice. See, with the Zerg income, because of all these and not having built anything this whole game, pretty much, we're really well off economically. You require my skills. Okay, there we go. And you probably want to forge so you can do a little bit of upgrades. It's pretty nice to do that. And let's build a Nexus down here.
Metamorphosis complete.
Metamorphosis complete. Turns out it's a Protoss upgrade. Just one question.
Mineral field depleted.
That's 0 is our hatcheries. We're gonna set those over there. Okay, I have plenty of workers. Send these guys over here too. There we go. Isn't it fun when you can do something like that? Okay, we have won the game. I probably didn't need to make that many. Stalkers would have been more useful. Okay. Well, that's hardcore. We are probably fine and dandy here. Let's just start building some units, and then we'll send them across the dock. Plus, this is faster than making pylons.
In the shadows. We require more mineral field.
Just gonna keep producing units. Oh, here's our second attack force. Yeah, back off. Fight. That's about right.
Cold is the void. We require more minerals. I'm here in the shadows.
Okay, let's make one more base and see, great, because there's a cheaper, and then we're using them to build Protoss units instead.
I am the voice.
This is probably stuff. Let's send some guys out, and we can build our Nidus network. VN. Put our Nidus network, and let's take our forces down. This is almost too easy, but medium was also basically too hard, because this is very absurd. Some of the others are like almost work. This one is like, what's the point? But kind of funny. So Let's just take out this guy. Uh-oh. Oh, those are workers. Never mind. I don't care. Build tons of stock.
I am here in the shadows.
Oh. I guess I can't build the Steady Swarm. I don't know why, but let's take these. We have 37 Protoss units.
I serve for now.
Nothing there. Okay, guy. Okay, not okay with that.
Mineral
Go out.
field depleted.
Let's send a few more of these guys up.
Let our enemy know our fury.
Trying to select. What the heck? Oh, I forgot there were Protoss for a second. I was like, why is there a Phoenix? Wow, I've never got here while they had a Phoenix. It's like the thing there. I wanna get this.
Let our enemy know our fury.
Yeah. Wow, I'm losing a lot of fury. There we go. We won. We're not even gonna bother going up there, me. Well, that is how you defeat and being terrible at Zerg, but really good at Protoss. I don't know if the frame rate dropped there. Sometimes it cuts out the voice. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Let's see. Here's the army value. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. And if you want to see more absurd strategies, please leave a like on the video and leave a comment. Tell me what other absurd strategies you'd like to see. I'm still looking for a Protoss one. I haven't done one of those yet, but there's only been 3 of these, so not too big of a deal. Yeah, I'm getting closer to the Zerg. I think I'm improving in Zerg, by the way. I've been playing a lot of Zerg. And I don't mean improving like I can play Protoss as Zerg. Like, actually, I'm getting better at it. And thank you so much for watching, like I said. And subscribe, leave a like, all that stuff. And I will see you all later.